Hey guys, welcome back to the Cult Classic Kids Show. And today we have to talk about some PlayStation news because, well, they got two new CEOs. And really, how do you say, the best part about this whole scenario has been the response to these new CEOs. So, to get into the actual details here, guys, we gotta talk about who are PlayStation's new CEOs. This is from GameIndustry.biz. PlayStation names Hermen Hulst and Haraki Nishino as its new CEOs. Hulst will lead the studio's business, while Nishino takes charge of the platform side. Now, I'm not familiar with Shino at all personally, but I do know a little bit about Hermen Hulst. He's always been kind of in the, in the background of the people running the show at PlayStation. But it's interesting to see that they chose him. Personally, I'm not really familiar with his opinions on a lot of things. Honestly, I never really listened to him, to be fair. So I'm like, when it comes to the nitty gritty, but I know he comes from a background of game development. I know he came from Guerrilla Games and he's worked his way up. So I think that upon that is an interesting choice. I think it's important to really see things from the side of being a game developer, before you actually end up in these huge positions of power. I think it's very important. So upon that, just the general assessment, I think that this is not a bad decision. Now, like I said, I cannot speak for Shino. Hopefully, he does a good job. But Herman Hulst and Haraki Shino will jointly succeed Jim Ryan as the CEOs of Sony Interactive Entertainment. Hulst is CEO of the newly named Studio Business Group, which includes all of PlayStation's first-party teams, plus covers the development of PlayStation IPs onto other mediums such as TV and film. Hulst was already head of PlayStation Studios. He was previously the co-founder of Horizon and Killzone developer Guerrilla Games, which was acquired by Sony in 2005. Well, not to get into that. Haraki Shino will lead the platform business group, which includes console hardware technologies, accessories, PlayStation Network, and third-party relations, covering major publishers and indie studios. He was already SVD of platform experiences. He's been part of the Sony business since 2006. All right, so there for a long time. That's always a good thing to have someone that knows this company inside and out, holding numerous roles at PlayStation Network Entertainment, Sony Corporation, and SIE. So overall, the person that I'm interested in, obviously more than anything else, is Hermen Hulst. I don't really care about PlayStation 5 as a platform and the hardware. Like, to me, that's worthless at this point. Now, Herman seems to be, he seems to be interested. Like, his part is more so the software side of things more than anything else. So that's what I'm interested in. Some things that personally I hope that he does. I hope he concentrates less on television and film. Um, Definitely make sure more video games get out there, more experiences that are more catered towards the gamer and not necessarily towards entirely revenue. Like PlayStation going all in on the service-based games. Absolutely blew up in their face. They ended up canceling like a bunch of them. And now PlayStation's in a situation where their first party is almost entirely, they're nowhere to be found. The last, first party title PlayStation released was Spider-Man 2. That was the end of last year. And then the one before that was what, God of War Ragnarok, which was the end of the previous year. So one first party exclusive a year is not cool. I mean, on PC, we've been getting all your games. So PC's been graced with a lot of new games from PlayStation. So that's cool. But would like to see, more output from PlayStation overall so that they get to my PC faster. So that's how I feel. For me, I think the industry concentrating on television and film is a huge, huge issue. It seems as though in some instances more efforts put into that than the actual video games, which is the source material that these TV shows and films are being based off of. So that really sucks. I hope that also they will bring back some classics like a Jack and Daxter remake would be absolutely amazing. I love Jack and Daxter. I noticed a lot of people saying that they would love a Bloodborne remake. That would be cool. And it's a highly requested thing, so hey, why not, I guess. I would absolutely love to see a Days Gone 2. I think that was a huge misstep in cancellation. I think that Days Gone, another chance for those game developers would be amazing. And I've seen a lot of people really, really go hard in the paint for Killzone, which is really cool. Hermen Hulst has a personal connection to that, being with Guerrilla Games in the past. So that's a big one that I saw a lot of people saying. So overall, there's been a lot of good things, but it hasn't been all good. Sad to say, there have been a lot of ignorant console gremlins out here that really they make console gamers look like such make console gamers look so bad. A lot of them have been all about, well, we want you to take games away from PC. That's been their main number one priority since Hermen Hulst has been announced to be the new CEO, the new head of PlayStation. And it has been hilarious. They're so desperate to have their exclusives so that they have that one thing to brag about, that one singular thing. No requests for, awesome games. It's been all about, hey, we want you to stop concentrating on PC. And really, we got to get into it because PlayStation fanboys think that they're fucking lobbyists with the way they've been talking to Hermen Hulst since he's became the leader at PlayStation. So to get into it, we start here, and Hermen Hulst put out a tweet. He said, after the announcement came out, he said, "It's a privilege to be asked to lead the new studios business group for Sony Interactive. I'm excited to continue working with incredibly talented teams and studios to deliver unforgettable games and entertainment experiences. Hashtag Sony, hashtag PlayStation, hashtag PlayStation Studios." And this clown right here says, "Less PC, more variety in exclusives." And man, they just need that one thing to brag about. They lost it. They don't have anything to brag about. All they could do is fight with us on the PC side of things. So if they take games away from PC, they cancel their whole initiative to push games on PC so that PlayStation can make more money. So that inevitably they can make more make more PlayStation games, first party games, and be able to fund those first party games that are super expensive, and maybe perhaps promote variety with that money, that extra money that they would make from selling their games on PC. And they don't see that. They just think that, hey, money just magically appears. Don't put games on PC. So that's cute. Next up, we have this absolute moron, Darkborn, who put out this enormous fucking bro. Maybe if you would have tried this hard in school, you would have accomplished something with your life. So this dude goes on a whole rant. I'm not going to read this whole thing, but just to sum it up, he wants them to, he wants them to stop dropping games on PC. Basically, they're saying, monthly active users on PlayStation, I guess, are enough or whatever the hell have you. I don't need to tell you, PC games make development time take longer, lower the quality of games due to using more resources. I guess you don't know why Nexus exists, buddy. But, so chasing PC sales on PC to give up 30% revenue is futile. Oh man, you are so bitter. What a loser. Can't wait for PC to get more of your games and that PC gamers can, put on the eye patch. But anyway, then we have this other loser, the next loser on the list, says, "Stop putting games on PC. They hate you." It's almost like they can't understand the basic concept of look, man, I hate all companies. I think that companies are BS. Obviously, they're trying to all BS you in some way, but some generally respect your gangster more than others. That's just what it is. And on PC, it's not that we hate Sony. It's just that we want them to respect our space. You're coming to a space that is more consumer friendly. PlayStation doesn't understand that. And so, well, you're going to have to play by the consumer friendly rules that are established on PC. Otherwise, get fucked. It's really that simple. So we don't hate Sony. I hate console gremlins, but I really just hate garbage business practices. But console gremlins have learned to just accept the bad business practices with the company and to overlook that entirely. So they see bad business practices as the company themselves because they're corporate dick eaters. It's really that simple. And to continue on, We got this clown right here, Six Eye, who says, "Congrats! Excited to see the future of PlayStation in your hands. One thing I ask is to stop PC support. Well, it will only kill the platform we PlayStation gamers loved and enjoyed for years. Never forget, always put the console first and the games." So yeah, please just stop putting games on PC. Stop all support of PC because, well, we need at least something out here to justify our garbage budget boxes because we're too lazy, stupid, and broke to even think about PC gaming ever. That's pretty much how this person thinks. So, yeah. Congrats, Herman. Now take games away from gamers because it's such a gamer thing to want. And then we have Jay Barry over here who was talking about his dream last night. He said, "I spoke to Hermen Hulst and Hiroaki Nishino just now. I told them to remove PlayStation games from the PC platform, and they both agreed with me." It's almost like this dude roleplayed in the mirror or something, or like I said, had a wet dream. He woke up and thought it was real. That's cute. Anyway, then we have this hilarious retard. That's the only, and mind you, as of recording this video, he's still in my comments fighting with other people. He's such a dedicated console gremlin. He's almost, the way he speaks is almost like that retarded spokesperson. You know? He says, "Never stop making first-party exclusive games that can be played only on a PlayStation console platform. Never let paid bribe tech gaming outlets and YouTube channels influence you to develop your first-party games on multiple platforms simultaneously instead of utilizing the console hardware and pushing it to its limits to deliver next-gen gaming experiences." And mind you guys, there is no next-gen gaming experience to be had here. There is none. The consoles are already old as shit. It's not like the PS3 days where nobody understood the cell processor essentially, and it took the developers a while to get it. So that really wasn't, that's not a thing anymore. Everything is relatively streamlined when it comes to console and PC. It's the same architecture, relatively speaking. So these people need to get this PS3 mentality out of their head because that's old news. It's not a thing anymore. Really, you're just holding video games back by forcing them to only be on the PlayStation 5, sadly. Then he says, "Making great exclusives goes against the interest of your competitors in the PC space and other platforms since PlayStation has a big market share in the industry." And really, they would have more of a market share in the industry if they sold on PC. So what's the problem with that? Oh, it takes away the one bragging right you have on your budget box. Yeah. He said, "Never follow the footsteps of the last place platform, the Green Guys, because their platform is dying due to horrible decisions. Thus, they're making their game on multiple platforms like PC and gave up on exclusivity." Well, they chose to not make good games for a very long time. And Xbox tried to subsidize that with other options. And yes, a lot of that, all those things have not culminated into a sustainable business practice for the Xbox brand. But that has nothing to do with putting games on PC, as much as you would like to believe it's otherwise. He said, if you ever going to expand your internal PlayStation studios, expand them to deliver those first-party games in a faster manner and AS console platforms exclusives, not for PC port development. And never, ever forget that the PlayStation console platform consumer is the priority, not PC. You are so bitter, dog. You are such a butthurt bitch that PC gamers get to play your games. And soon it's going to happen day and date, whether you like it or not. PlayStation sees that big money, man. After Helldivers 2, what, like 12 million sales of Helldivers 2? More than half being on PC. You really think that PlayStation's gonna say no to that glorious revenue? You are a sick fuck. Not for nothing. And then the last, but certainly not least, the creme de la creme here, we got sick humor, quote unquote, Mr. Positive, right? sick TV 4K. It's literally almost feeling like he's acting like a mob boss here. He says, Hermen, you may or may not see this, and it doesn't need a response. Please remember, you have console fans that we're the individuals you don't want to start pissing off. You guys are doing a bang-up job delivering games, but I need your messaging to be clear. Where are the games, though? Where are they? Where's first party? They haven't been here since Spider-Man 2. And Spider-Man 2 was mid. But anyway, he says, if there is a perk for PC, that perk needs to also be given to console players. You need to make it clear that you understand the needs of those individuals that put you into position. You guys have left a very sour taste in a lot of folks' mouths, which will have serious ramifications in the future. Please stop being tone deaf and please show your console players you understand and hear their concerns. Oh my god. It's almost like you're begging for them to pay attention to you. You realize that companies don't give a fuck about you, but you're sitting here begging for them to pay attention to you. It's awesome. It is hilarious to see. I absolutely love it. And by the way, I related this to the scene in Ghosts where Molly gets taken by Carl. And Carl's just freaking out and shit. Yeah, that you sound like a maniac. You sound like a deranged lunatic. You sound like someone that doesn't understand that PlayStation is a mega corporation that doesn't give a fuck about you. It's almost like this pure dedication to this company, to this box, to this brand, to this logo is now making it the fact that PlayStation isn't concentrating solely on these losers, it's making them hurt inside. It's almost like they chose to be a housewife for PlayStation, and then PlayStation went and found a mistress, and the housewife knows, you know? The housewife knows that there's a mistress involved. Please stop going to her. Please stay. You know, like, stop in the name of love. Like, straight up, bro. You know, it is hilarious how these console gremlins, these ponies conduct themselves. And I love to see it. I love to see you beg. Guess what? It's not going to help you. At least when you claim that PC gamers port beg, well, it brings results. It brings us your games. And we love to see it, man. But when you beg, no one cares. Because guess what? It goes against corporate interests. The prices of these games have risen to make. Spider-Man 2 took an insane amount of money to make. And, you know, console generation, generally speaking, production of games tends to double. So they're trying to account for that, realistically speaking. And you guys buying as many games as you can, it does not seem to accommodate the reality that the production of these games has risen immensely. But yeah, guys, let me know what you think about these console gremlins freaking out, pretending to be lobbyists with feeling as though they put Hermen Hulst in this position. It almost feels like now you got to give us back, bro. We got you here. Now you got to take care of us. But yeah, guys, let me know what you think about this. If you can, like the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel, follow me over on Twitter or Kick if you'd like to continue the conversation. Almost at 5,000 subscribers, so any assistance is any and all appreciated. Yeah, with all that being said, I'm out. Peace.